Hi everyone, I'm Gwen. Here I am in my bedroom packing for the Peace Corps. I'll be going to Tanzania for 2 years and I need to pack all of my belongings into 2 bags and 2 carry-ons. So, if you happen to be watching this to get ideas for your own packing list, just remember I'll be in Tanzania. It's traditionally pretty warm. Just keep in mind that I only have a couple cold weather things in case I'm in a cold climate, but otherwise most of the items are pretty universal Peace Corps packing list items. So half of the items come from the Peace Corps website that tells us what we need to pack as necessities, and probably half of this are ideas that I got from other people's packing lists and vlogs. So I hope you enjoy it. Another note, I wanted to shout out to a site called experticity.com. It is where I got anything that I had to purchase new in terms of Tivas or bags from Kelty or my Goal Zero bank. This site, experticity.com, gives Peace Corps volunteers up to about 40% discount. And all you have to do is provide an invitation letter. Okay, so let's get started. First, I want to start with some of the items that I'm bringing that are for host family gifts or to play with children in the neighborhood or village that I think would just be fun, fun activities. So for the host family, I have such things as a calendar that has U.S. parks, and I've got a couple little stickers and animal books for the kids. I went to the Target dollar bin and got a few photo albums and then a few little coloring books that I think will be fun to do with if I have young people in my family. In Tanzania. And also I have a book that I'm going to read called Rory's Zanzibar and Tanzanian Journal that looks interesting. A bunch of colored Sharpies and smelly markers. I think that will be fun. Under this pile I've got some colored pencils also. Here's a couple little gifts that people gave me. A beautiful little book to write words and phrases as I hear them. That was handmade for me. Here's a little book that I got from a friend that has, it's filled with little inspirational sayings when I need them, and it also doubles as a book on my bookshelf, so I may, disguise a few semi-valuable items in there. Here are a stack of letters that I asked people to write for me. This is one of my favorite items that I'm taking. I'll make room for it no matter what, because they are letters of inspiration, words of encouragement, and letters I can open up. I think I have enough to open one every couple weeks while I'm in Tanzania. And so when things get tough and I'm, think I might want to give up, I'm going to open one of those letters and hopefully will give me a little bit of encouragement. Down here on the floor, I have all my clothing ready to go. I've got a few things here, like a small purse that is a messenger bag style. I've got a rain poncho and light gloves and a lap belt. And here's my dog Sherman, who's come to help me pack. And then I have most of my clothes are in this little compression bag. It doesn't look like much, but there's about 20 items in there, including like 4 t-shirts, a couple pairs of leggings, a couple pairs of capris, a couple scarves, 3 dry fit blouse type shirts. Right here outside of that, I've got, for my carry-on, I've got a business casual skirt and blouse that I am taking for staging and training when we need business casual. Here I have 1 year's worth of underwear and bras. And I think I have 2 regular bras and 2 sports bras in there, and about 14 pair of dry fit underwear from, a few of them are sport, like running underwear. And then if I need more after that, I have a year 2 packed away for my husband to either send or bring with him when he comes to visit. Here I have a few headbands. I've got a few items of clothing that didn't make it into the compression bag, a couple bathing suits and shorts and a couple hats, 1 running hat and a hat if I'm working out in the field to keep the sun off my face. And then this bunch of stuff here is for the plane ride to Philadelphia. I've got skinny jeans that are super comfortable for the plane ride, and then a squishy light jacket, a flannel, and a t-shirt, so I can wear those on the plane. For shoes, I have the ubiquitous Chacos that almost every volunteer owns. Chacos gives a 40% discount. That is not on Experticity. You have to go directly to Chacos to get that, but it's well worth the 40% off. I've got running shoes, and I've got closed-toed Tivas and sandals that I've owned at least 10 years, probably longer, that are indestructible. I've got hiking shoes. You probably want to bring flip-flops for the bathroom, although I understand that they're easy to buy there. So here we have a few health items. I've got my pocket workouts, resistance bands, a great yoga mat that I found at Target that is really light like a towel, but it has rubberized back. And it's much smaller than a yoga mat, so it'll be easier to pack. And then and then there's my yoga cards that I got for Christmas from Noel, I believe. And then I've got a pair of gardening gloves and about 6 packages of seeds, variety of seeds that I hope to plant right when I get to my site, if you know it's possible to have a garden there. So over here on my bed, I've got all of the things that I call household or housewares. I probably overdid it just a little bit here, but I can subtract if you know it seems like I have too much. So most of this stuff that's on my bed is going to go into this duffel that I bought at Costco. It's the only new, no, that's not true. It's one of the 2 new bags that I bought. It was really inexpensive, but it seems very sturdy, and it has a bottom compartment and top compartment. Mostly it's duffel style, so I can carry it if I have to, but it also has wheels so that I can tote it through the airport. This one will be close to 50 pounds. Maybe I'm going to try to get it down to closer to 40 because I may have to carry it myself with all the other big bags that I'm bringing. So here we go with the housewares. Really try to do this quickly. I've got assorted vitamins. Even though the Peace Corps provides vitamins, there are a few extras that I like to have that are just special ones that I like. I have whey powder, I have chili powder for spicing things up. I've got chia seeds, which you know to me are the miracle omega-3 source. Here with my food items, I happen to have my duct tape with jelly beans on it. Inside the duct tape I have like Gorilla Glue. I've got a few pairs of reading glasses that are too strong for me, but I'm bringing them in case any Tanzanians can use them. I guess glasses are probably not that easy to find there. Whey protein again. Here's my coffee. I brought about a ½ pound. Dark chocolate from Whole Foods. It benefits the Tanzanian Schoolhouse Project, so yeah, I had to buy those. And I got a little coffee grinder, a manual coffee grinder, and then here I have my mug that I've had for years and years, and it keeps my coffee piping hot. Egg carrier seems kind of silly, but everyone recommends it because eggs don't come in a carton when you buy them, and I don't want to, you know, break any precious eggs. Right now I have it filled with headbands, so I'm saving space there. Here, this green thing in the Ziploc bag is like a Zippo lighter, one of the long-handled lighters. That's for they have charcoal stoves there, and I don't want to get my fingers too close to the flames. And then behind that is a silicone mitt to, you know, for pots and pans and whatnot. A couple of really lightweight flat cutting boards, a couple pieces of Tupperware. Those are filled with drink mixes right now. I've got, in my frying pan here, I've got 2 knives, very sharp knives. Knives are hard to come by in Tanzania, apparently, good ones. My AeroPress coffee maker, a grater, a wine opener. And then the frying pan itself is probably going to be the first thing to go if my luggage is too heavy. But I thought it would be nice to have it because I'll probably be frying up frittatas and such. Okay, so here I have a couple quick drying towels for the house. Things don't, you know, it's very likely it'll be humid, and I'll need a, you know, quick dry towel. Behind that is what everyone recommends, one fitted queen sheet. It's hard to tell but it's gray, so if my feet are dirty it doesn't show up so easily. Here's my big thick pillow compressed in a little bag, and I have a hammock that my husband gave me for Christmas, which, you know, I may use at site if I don't have any furniture or anywhere to lay down. I'll have my hammock. So here I have essentials like baby wipes, a little sewing kit. I've got a couple master locks and a little keychain gadget that I got as a going away gift that is solar powered and lights up, but it's a lightweight keychain. And then a flashlight, and let's see, various Ziploc bags, because everyone says to bring Ziploc bags. I have a few collapsible bags that take up no space or weight virtually, and those will be used for when I go shopping to the market. I don't want to, you know, waste plastic bags. So, and then here's a variety of sunglasses and reading glasses, hotel shampoos, although I'll mostly be using my Lush shampoo bar. It takes up very little space and it lasts for months. And my favorite cleanser is Yes to the Coconut Cleanser. And then fingernail gadgets. I also brought NyQuil and DayQuil because I have traveled a lot to other countries, and when I've gotten a cold, I haven't been able to find those. So here we have Retin-A cream for those of us who are trying to prevent wrinkles. My dermatologist gave those to me at a discount, which was really great because it's kind of expensive. I have some probiotic pills that the Peace Corps provides, but I'm going to start taking when I get on the plane. Then I have just a couple other things that I want to have at the beginning, antidiarrheal and Pepto-Bismol. And then I've got my earplugs, my toothpaste and toothbrush. I won't go into my makeup bag here because I'm bringing virtually hardly any makeup, but I have a little face spritzer for the plane and my brush and some hair ties and clips for my hair, and then my toothpaste and toothbrush and my favorite Burt's Bees lip tints that I just love. So you have to have it's nice to have a few items that you really like and enjoy having, make you feel like you're, remind you of home and things you like. So over here, last but not least, and probably the most important assortment, or the ones that I've thought about the most, are my electronic gadgets. So, well, in addition to my electronic gadgets, I have a few items I'm bringing on the plane. I have compression socks, I have a pillow, a little book on Tanzania, and then a little bag full of little things like eye masks and freebies I've gotten on the plane, earplugs and mints and such. And then I have also a lap belt that I can put my passport and my ID and stuff in. And then my journal, I got that as a gift also from my Zonta friends, which I'm thrilled to have so I can detail stuff in writing. Okay, so on to electronics. I think the top of the list, besides my laptop, you can't see it here, I bought an indestructible, shockproof, waterproof bag. It's going inside my backpack. But I got that because my laptop is about 3 years old, and I'm going to try to do my best to preserve it so that it lasts another 2 years. And then the second most important item, maybe based on most people's recommendations, are the external hard drives to put movies and TV shows on. I've got two here, one that's waterproof, shockproof, and another one that has a little carrying case that I'm going to use to back up my computer from time to time. Each one of mine's 1 terabyte. A lot of people recommend 2 to 3 terabytes. I was really fortunate to meet a returned Peace Corps volunteer who moved to Colorado, and I copied a terabyte of TV shows and movies from her. I think I have enough to last me about 5 years. I'm not accustomed to watching TV, but now I think I'll get into all the programs I missed. Game of Thrones, Office, all those goodies. Here's my camera that I'm using to film. It is the PowerShot SX620 Canon. And then I've got a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker. This thing right here I was pretty happy to find. It's pretty lightweight for what it does. It's a Best Tech on Amazon. It's got the, as you can see, it's got the converter, and then it's got, the adapter, and then it's got a converter so that my voltage doesn't get wiped out with the 220 voltage. But it has both standard plugs, and then it's got 4 USB plugs. So I'm really happy with that purchase. I've got a small solar lantern, although in Tanzania you don't really need to bring solar panels from what I've heard, because you can usually get a setup there for much less than it cost here. But I've got this cheapo little solar lantern so that I would at least have a light my first night in the village. 2 phones. I've got my old iPhone, which I'm going to mostly use as an iPod and for music and photos, and then a Samsung dual SIM that's recommended by Peace Corps that I can put SIM cards in from the country, and it doesn't attract as much attention as an iPhone. Here's a Kindle. This is probably another item that might go with the frying pan if I feel like my luggage is too heavy, but I'm really excited about it. It's a really good shortwave radio. I can pick up stations all over the world, and I may find that really fun. So if I have, if things aren't too heavy, I'm going to keep that. You can get radios apparently pretty cheaply in Tanzania, but I just wanted a really good quality one. Here's one of my splurges. It's a Goal Zero power bank. It will power my laptop twice and my phone countless times. And then it has an adapter on the side to plug my laptop into. It is on experticity.com at either 30 or 40% off, so I thought that was a really great deal. And then a smaller power bank for my phone when I'm traveling. I don't want to carry this big guy around. And then I have several adapters. I have this little case here. It is, it's folded up right now, but it's full of all of my extra cords. I have 1 extra cord and 1 extra earphones. I actually probably have about 2 pairs of earphones in there, and then my extra earphones. And then probably 2 chargers for, one micro, one for the iPhone, and then one for a couple of other things like speaker and such that I have. So those are all packed away in there and very super organized on the inside so that I don't lose any of them. Here's one extra adapter for my computer. Things wear out in Tanzania, apparently. Okay, 2 headlamps. One is USB and one is battery operated. Then I have a case for my phone if I want to take it to the beach. This keeps it waterproof. I've used it in Hawaii and other places, and it keeps my phone perfectly dry. An antenna for my shortwave radio. And the only thing that I don't have showing on the video that I just haven't added to my pile yet is that will help serve me if I adopt a dog or a cat. So I'm getting a couple of flea and tick collars and possibly a harness and leash. I haven't quite decided yet whether those are necessities or whether I can buy those in Dar es Salaam. But yeah, that's about it. And if you've made it this far, thanks for watching, and I hope it's helpful on your packing journey. Bye.